Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Part 15. So, where's the video? Well, turns out I'm asking the same question. Because, when I was about to edit this, it turns out the footage is gone. Like, the video is just gone. Here, let me show what I mean. And by the way, I'm sorry that the recording here looks very pixelated. This is not how I see my computer. My computer looks actually kind of nice, but because I'm using QuickTime Player to screen record, it looks kind of blurry. There's no settings, as far as I'm aware of anyway, there's no settings to increase that, so I apologize for that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go to import video. So this is just kind of how the way Elgato HD capture cards save your video files. It kind of just it makes like a little folder. I just titled it this, and then it has like these 5 different files here. There could be more depending on whether you paused or whatever. But yeah, basically that's the way. All you need to know is that segment is pretty much your raw footage with your video and audio. Okay, it's not really raw footage. What I mean to say is it's your video basically, right? The segment is the footage combined with the game and commentary audio. So basically it's the videos that you guys see, and I use these all the time. I don't really dabble with the other files unless I need to fix an audio issue and then I have to silence the thing or whatever. But yeah, I don't need to go into that. But here's the problem. So I drag and drop this into my little I forgot what it's called, but yeah, I drag it into here because that's where I edit. And yeah, QuickTime Player doesn't record computer audio, but there's absolutely nothing playing. No sound, no video. And for some reason, Elgato HD capture cards, at least this one, it doesn't save a separate file for just the video by itself, like the pure video. It only saves the audio. So like, I guess if I wanted to, I could just have a blank black video with audio overlaid. I think I did that with like 2 of the Ocarina of Time episodes, but that's lame, like that's not interesting. So I guess I'm just going to borrow someone else's footage. I'm not going to use their whole video. I'm just going to use the parts that are relevant to what I did, and then just gonna talk over the footage, and well, we'll see how that goes. Fortunately, nothing too important happened, so this video is going to remain unlisted, but it will be available on the playlist, which is, you would know because if you're watching this, you can only watch it through the playlist. But yeah, so anyway, we're going to see how that goes, so yeah. Okay, so the video I'm going to be borrowing from is Let's Play Skyward Sword number 26, Thrill Digger, from MidgarZolom. I'm going to be putting a link for his channel and his video into the description, and I'm not going to use his whole video because that would be stealing and also really lazy. But yeah, let's get on with this. So I basically just spend the first part of the video just playing Thrill Digger, which is a mini game here with Tubert, and by the way, I really like this guy's Tubert voice. Just take a listen.
Hello there, thanks for stopping by. First time here, am I right? My name's Tubert. Nice to meet you. I run this little game I like to call Thrill Digger.
So anyway, Thrill Digger is basically a Minesweeper-like game where you go and dig up rupees while avoiding bombs and rupors, which are basically like anti-rupees that make you lose 10 rupees when collected. Lower value rupees will have fewer bad spots around them than higher value rupees. There are 3 difficulty levels: beginner, intermediate, and expert. In the beginner difficulty, there are fewer spots to dig in, but that also means there are fewer bombs to get blown up by. And as far as I know, there are no rupors to be collected either. The downside is that the value of the rupees you collect are also far fewer. But I guess that makes sense because you only pay 30 rupees to play the game anyway. The rules don't really change when you go to intermediate or expert. The only things that change are the amount of holes you can dig into, the amount of bombs there are, and the value of the rupees go high, with the expert difficulty even having some gold rupees appear every now and then. There is a little bit of luck involved in this game, However, if you keep in mind what I said before, that the lower value rupees have fewer bad spots around them than the higher value rupees, then you should be able to get yourself a nice profit. Now, when I was playing this game, I thought that if you got a high enough rupee total, that you would get a piece of heart, but it turns out I was wrong. There is no piece of heart to be collected here. The only benefit you get from playing this game are potential rupees, but there are other mini games from later on in the game that will actually net you a lot more rupees a lot more easily. So this game is not really required. You can just skip it if you want. But I just wanted to show it in my Let's Play. Obviously now I'm using this guy's video, so... Anyway, I don't really remember what I did when I played the game, because that was like a month and a half ago as of editing this. But I re-listened to the commentary file, and what I gathered is that I won the first game. I got like a 15 rupee profit. Then I tried the intermediate level. I tried the beginner level first, then I did the intermediate level. And I did that, and I apparently got a net 0. Like, it cost 50 rupees, and in the game I got 50 rupees. So I guess that was nice. And then, as like a little last hurrah, I tried the expert mode, and I actually lost a lot of rupees. I don't know exactly what it was, but I think it sounded like either the second or third hole I picked up was a bomb, which makes you instantly lose the game. And I also got like some rupee, so I actually lost a lot of rupees playing this. And if you lose a lot of rupees, Mr. Tubert here will actually give you a hint, the same hint that I told you about the values of rupees determining the bad spots. But yeah, so I decided to play one more time, and I was like, I don't want to lose too many rupees, so I'm just gonna make this my last attempt. And it turns out I actually got lucky, and I got a silver rupee, and I think I got like 150 rupees or something like that, so I actually made a nice profit. So yeah, I'm not really too good at this game though, so for me it's kind of a game of chance. But yeah, I guess I ended up winning in the end. So anyway, that's pretty much all I did with Thrill Digger, so let's move on to the next topic. So the next thing that I did while I was low on hearts like this guy is that I sat down on the stool and I showed that you can actually talk with Mr. Tubert here. You can ask him a series of questions that you can see on the screen in just a second. There we go. And he'll just give you like some little responses. Like if you say if it's too bright, as you see, he's gonna think you're talking about his glasses, and then he'll say that he likes his mustache, and that he thinks that he doesn't want his customers to be upset by his looks, so that's why he's so well groomed. The other questions I think are like, who are you and are you floating, right? So yeah, then he'll just say that he's Tubert. You can call him Mr. Tubert. That's what I've been doing. Sorry, I was a bit loud. And he runs Thrill Digger. That's pretty much it. And the last one is that you can ask him if he is floating, and he'll say that he's actually standing on his tail. And the reason for that is because he thinks his paws are his best feature, so he likes to show them off. But yeah, there's not really too much here. I thought it was just a nice little thing they added. Of course, if you press nothing, he'll feel a little bad that you don't want to talk to him, and then he'll stop talking to you. Also, wow, those are some very polygonal paws. But I guess that's to be expected from a Wii game. Anyway, there isn't too much to this little thing. I just thought it was cool that you can talk to him, and I wanted to show that off. But yeah, let's go on and talk about the other thing that I did. So Tubert actually goes into what I'm about to talk about. I then showed that this is the only area in the game where you can find rupee ore. And if you hit it with your slingshot, rupees will come out in the corresponding colors. For instance, you can see here, like, you shoot the blue one with your slingshot and blue rupees will come out. Make sure you don't shoot the black ones. I don't know why he tried, but yeah, if you shoot the black ones, rupee ores will come out, and they will actually affect your in-game rupee count, not just the mini-game one like it does when you're playing Thrill Digger, but yeah, like you'll actually lose 10 rupees for real. So make sure you keep away from those. But I thought that was a nice little addition into the game, and it's the only place in the game where you can find it. So, yeah. Okay, last thing about Thrill Digger, I promise. So, I didn't actually do this in my own Let's Play because I actually forgot all about this. But after watching this guy's video, I saw that you can actually go back here and dig up a magma. And if you pay him 20 rupees, he will give you a hint on how to play Tubert's game. So, basically what he says is that if you dig up a green rupee, there will be no bad spots around it at all. If you pick up a blue rupee, there will be 1 or 2 bad spots. A red rupee will have 3 or 4 bad spots, a silver rupee would have 5 or 6, and a gold rupee will have 7 or 8. And 8 is all bad spots around them, so yeah, make sure you kind of veer away if you get a gold rupee. But in truth though, if you get a gold rupee, you're basically set. You win. There's no way really to lose unless you get like 50 rupors or something. But yeah, so that's all this guy's here for. He's just a little secret tip. Other than that, he's kind of pointless. But that's the last thing about Thrill Digger I'm going to talk about. I'll leave off with MidgarZolom giving his opinion, which I actually share about this game. And yeah, so here you go.
Without doing any math, it still seems like it's probably not worth it. No, I'm done. You took my money. It was a nice diversion, at least.
So that basically wraps up everything I did in the last episode. I know I said earlier that I only spent about half the episode playing Thrill Digger. And while that's true in actuality, I didn't really do much else. I spent the latter half of the episode basically doing the same thing I did in the end of the previous episode, part 14, where I basically just kind of talked about YouTube and my plans and some things I was doing with the channel and stuff. And I did just pretty much what you see MidgarZolom doing here. I climbed up Elden Volcano. I think I got like a volcanic ladybug or something, but I didn't really do much. The only other thing I guess you can say that was done is that I saw a little comic relief cutscene with 2 magmas, the same ones we saw earlier back in like the last episode, I think. It was like Led and his friend. I don't really remember his name. But yeah, they just talk up for a bit about trying to get into the Earth Temple, and one of them says that they're trying to find a key because the Bokoblins broke up a key and hid it around so that no one can go in. So they think that there must be treasure inside the Earth Temple, and so they go on to they try to look for it. But then near the end of the conversation, the other magma says, "Hey, why are we so worked up about a key? I mean, can't we just dig our way in?" And the other guy's like, "Oh wow, you're not as stupid as you look." And then they go and dig in. But essentially, the cutscene just serves as a means of letting Fee tell you that you have to find the key to get into the Earth Temple, and that's the next objective that we're supposed to complete. However, I don't actually do it in this episode. After that cutscene, that is where I decided to end it off. So yeah, that's I guess where I'm gonna end off this episode. So yeah, I apologize that it's probably not as interesting as many of the other ones because it's not even my footage, and I had to do a voiceover for the whole thing. But yeah, I tried. I had to make do with what I had. No footage is kind of hard to work with, so you know, I had to use other people's footage. But yeah, so make sure you go check out MidgarZolom's channel. He hasn't uploaded anything in like 6 years, but he has done like Let's Plays and stuff. I did a little brief view at his channel. It seems to be like 90% Dark Souls Let's Plays, but he has some other games in there too. He seems to like Final Fantasy as well. And yeah, go check him out. And also, if you like the jazz music I put in the video in the background, I will also put a link for where I found that. and that video will have a link to the actual artist, because I actually don't remember the artist, but I'll put a link in the video or in the description for where I found the music. And yeah, anyway, with that said though, I think that about wraps up this episode. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and until next time guys, I will see you later.